Thanks, John. Now, teenagers are simply being let down by the care system. That's according to MPs who have spent most of the last year looking at child protection in England, not dating back decades, but right now. The Commons Education Committee painted a really worrying picture of 21st century abuse. MPs said vulnerable children are being left for too long in harmful situations at home. And they say social services should act more quickly to take children into care. They also called for an urgent review into the support given to older children. They're let down too often, frequently ignored or not listened to. And in particular, teenagers are pushed out of care too young, insufficiently prepared and supported. Well, I'm now joined by Mariam Khan Shafiq, who was in care from the age of 12. Mariam, as a teenager in care, how vulnerable did you feel?
Very vulnerable, unfortunately, because I wasn't adequately equipped to be living independently. Although the Commons Education Committee have released a report, and they did state that they're in a report by a minister, I can't remember who it was, there was mention of the state having corporate responsibility over children in care, but I'm not sure whether the state actually understands that, the idea of corporate responsibility, because if you were the biological parent of a child, you would not let them sleep on cold concrete floors, be homeless, sofa surfing, and give them a reason every day, every week that you'll be chasing people up to give them somewhere to stay, because that's just not good enough. You wouldn't do it to your own children. So where is the state when it comes to corporate parenting for older children? We're talking about 14 to 18 years and over.
We've had so many allegations about child abuse in the last few months, and, you know, terrible stories about child grooming in Rochdale, for example. How easy do you think it is for teenagers in care to fall victim to that abuse?
It's very easy, because I was talking to an aftercare advisor. That's somebody who works for on behalf of a young person who's left care or is still in care. And he was saying that it's very frustrating, because these young people are being told that, being told from, say, about 14, 15, that they'll have to live independently at 16, but yet they have very minimal awareness of their own sexual health. They have very minimal education and qualifications, skills. They're very vulnerable, and they're very exposed to exploitation. So I think it's quite naive of local authorities to send children out to live on their own, when even when they're in care homes, they're open to, I know so many stories of children, older children, who have been in care homes and placed there and are still being sexually abused and physically abused.
Mariam Khan Shafiq, I'm afraid we don't have any time for any more, but thank you very much.